Should you rent a table or a booth at an upcoming trade show, expo, or fair? Well, if you're in network marketing and you have a goal of acquiring new customers and teammates for your business, I'm going to share with you why I do not think renting a booth or a table at your next expo, trade show, or county fair is a good idea. And I'm going to explain why, and I'm going to explain an alternative in this episode. So stay tuned. My name is Tanya Aliza, and I help entrepreneurs and network marketers create success fast while most importantly designing a lifestyle that you love. So if you're new here, consider subscribing because I put out a brand new training episode and free resource for you and your business each and every week. I get this question too often. Tanya, should I rent a booth or a table at an upcoming expo or fair or trade show in my local area? Do you think it's a good idea to get customers and to get exposure for my business? And I always tell them the same thing. It is a big waste of time and money. And here's the reality. You're going to spend a whole bunch of time and waste a bunch of money presenting to people or sampling to people who just aren't serious about your product, service, or business. Now, this doesn't mean that you can't go to the expo, trade show, or fair to get amazing exposure. Instead of renting a vendor booth at one of these expos or fairs, I want you to go to the expo or fair, and I want you to prospect and talk to the other vendors that are set up there. So go as a guest. Just think about this from a team building perspective. What's the mindset of the vendors that are set up at this expo? Well, they're already entrepreneurs. They're already committed to spending time and money investing into their business to get exposure for their products or services. And chances are, if you ask them if they're open to an additional stream of income outside of what it is that they're currently doing, if it didn't interfere with what they're already doing, chances are they're going to be pretty open to that because they're already at the expo wasting a bunch of time and money with tire kickers when it comes to their product and service. So they're kind of already perfectly primed to have a conversation with to see if they would be open to an additional stream of income. So instead of putting yourself in front of the tire kickers, go to where the juiciness is in these expos, the other vendors, and start having more business to business conversations with these individuals. I'm all about enrolling and team building and recruiting up. And the best people to prospect are business owners and professionals. This is what I've found in my career of network marketing. Now, the question lies, how do you do this effectively and how do you do this efficiently with results? So in every episode of Tanya Aliza TV, I like to equip you with something that will help you create results with and success fast. So in this episode, since we're talking about prospecting and specifically talking about prospecting the other vendor owners and business owners and entrepreneurs, I want to equip you with 20 prospecting questions that you want to ask these vendors when you go to your next expo. And actually, these can actually be used for almost any prospect that you're talking to, but specifically these vendors in this episode here. So when you're out and about talking to these vendors, you're going to need to start conversation with them. You're going to need to extract information from them that you can use to effectively find a need, want, and desire to see if they would be open to your business or your products. And so I've put together 20 of my favorite prospecting questions that you can copy and use when you go to start these conversations. And if you like these 20 questions, I have them ready for you on the blog over at tanyaaliza.com/114 download. And again, I'll leave a link really easily in the description area of where you're watching this video. If you're on my YouTube channel, below in the description area, click that link and it will take you to the blog, and then you can click the yellow button on the blog post to get my top 20 prospecting questions. Those will help you start conversation and segue the conversation into a business or product conversation and get the people that you're talking to interested in your product, service, or business. But I want you to be more efficient with your time. Most most importantly, efficient with your money when you're thinking about expos or trade shows or carnivals or fairs in your local area. So now you have 20 questions that you can use to extract great information. You're not going to use all the questions on one person. You might grab a couple of those questions, and if they come up at the right time, ask these questions. So go out to the expo. Yes, still go. Go as a guest. Go around to the other vendors. Compliment their businesses and their products that they have that they're there getting exposure for. Start conversations with them, make some friends, and ask them if they at all keep their options open. One thing before you do that though, remember I said compliment their business and or products. That's how you're going to make an instant friend and get them really excited to hear more about what you say. And that's key, is compliment what it is that they're already doing. Let them know that they're doing an amazing job. Obviously, if it's authentic and real that you can say that, that will immediately help you make a new friend and get them open when you ask them, hey, this is completely like out of left field, but you are so amazing at what you do. I love your booth here that you have set up. I'm also a local business owner, and I was wondering if you at all keep your options open to other income opportunities if it didn't interfere with what you were already doing here, and maybe it could complement it. Do you at all keep your options open? And funny enough, I just got back from a farmer's market a couple of weeks ago in my local area, and I did exactly that with a girl named Erica. She had a really cute little booth. It was in like a little retro RV, and I just loved what she had going on, and I loved her attitude. So I asked her, I said, hey, do you at all keep your options open? She said, hells yes, I do. And then we made, I made another friend and we exchanged contact details, and I'm following up with her in a few weeks because she's on vacation right now. But this is way better than going out there and setting up a booth and being there all day for maybe 8 or 10 hours, wasting a bunch of time or money waiting for people to come to you, when you can go to these expos or trade shows or fairs or whatever, and you can be in and out in a couple of hours and have way more qualified prospects to talk to that are actually serious about what it is that you have to offer. So whenever somebody comes up and asks me if going to a trade show or an expo is a good idea, as a vendor, I say no, but as a guest, I say yes, because you have to go with a better strategy and with intent, and also come out of there with better prospects to talk to you about your product, service, or business. It'll save you a bunch of time and it'll save you a bunch of money. And not to mention, this will also be more duplicatable for your team. So to help you and your team, make sure to pick up my top 20 prospecting questions, to start conversations and get people interested about what it is that you're doing. Pick that up over on the blog at TanyaAliza.com/114 download. We'll leave a link in the description box below this video. Share these prospecting questions with your team. And if they help you, let me know. I want to know. Question of the week. This is a juicy one. Have you ever set up a vendor table at a show? How did it go? I want to know in the comment section below. Share your story. Did it go well, or was it a big waste of time and money? Drop me a comment. I'd love to hear your experience. So did you get some value out of today's episode? I truly hope that you did. If you did, make sure to smash a share or like button around this video, and I will see you on the next episode of Tanya Aliza TV.